Well, sometimes love doesn't unfold the way you expect it to. For a former Marine, things got worse when he came home from the Vietnam War. That war cost him his health, his sanity, and unfortunately, his marriage. It's a heartache he has tried to erase for nearly 5 decades. Sean Giggy explains in this WFAA original.
It's been 49 years since Bart Smith returned from Vietnam, and he is still at war.
It's so damn hard.
With himself.
It never goes away. Every day.
Bart was an 18-year-old Marine gunner who experienced the horror of Vietnam from the front lines. He says there was no way to explain what he went through. And for a while, almost no way to live with it.
I probably would have killed myself because I had no fear of dying.
Bart says the only thing worth living for was his childhood sweetheart, Lynn Dwyer.
Yeah.
Bart met Lynn on a beach in Michigan when they were teenagers.
Kid, I used to ride my bike 150 miles just to see Lynn.
They started dating and exchanged letters during the war.
Yeah.
When he came home, Bart asked Lynn to be his wife.
The only thing that really made me happy was her.
But Bart just wasn't the same. Soon, his battles forced their way into the marriage. And for Lynn, it was just too much.
She was just gone. There was nothing. I got to come home to an empty house.
She's been gone 44 years.
I seen a lot of guys die. It was hard to see them die, but it was a lot harder to see her go.
Losing her was that painful.
So where do you put that?
Eventually, with the help of a doctor, Bart was able to emotionally deal with what happened in Vietnam. But he still couldn't get over losing Lynn. Until a local film crew interviewed him for a Vietnam documentary. It was then he realized he had to stop thinking about her and find her instead.
I need some help trying to find my ex-wife.
With the help of a friend, last year, Bart found her number and gave her a call.
You give me a holler if you recognize who I am. I wanted to know how much I loved her. I didn't blame her for what she did.
He was everything. My first love. I had a message on my answering machine, and it was him, and I didn't believe it.
Lynn was living in Pennsylvania and says once she called back, the two talked for hours.
Yeah.
Him apologizing, and her grateful.
I just realized I had to come here and see him.
Lynn flew to Texas, where Bart asked her again to be his wife.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
And so it was. 44 years after tearing them apart, the war began fading away.
I still see him as if we were 22 years old again. This image is not gone from me.
I thought I'd just be able to die and fade off into the sunset, and now I've got to live again.
Vietnam may have stolen a lot, but today he can finally hold on to the love he's been fighting for. John Giggy, Channel 8 News.
Marines hardly ever give up.